My name is Leah Wagner, and today I'm going to inform everyone on how voting has changed over the years and also the process and the steps in which you take to register to vote. With election upon us, knowledge on voting is important. In the year 1787, the U.S. Constitution gave white male property owners 21 and over the right to vote. In 1807 to 1843, a series of acts took place that changed voting requirements so that all male 21 and over could vote. Property ownership was no longer a stipulation. Throughout the years, they have came across many arguments on why voting should change to fit all Americans in order to be fair. From 1870 to the 1920s, the 15th and 19th Amendment gave all men and women aged 21 and over, regardless of their race and ethnic background, the right to vote. Changing allowed more people to speak their opinion and vote for the president and vice president they felt was fit to fill out the position. In the year 1971, the 26th Amendment lowered the voting age across the nation to 18. In order to be eligible to vote, you must be a U.S. citizen, and there are other requirements that come along with that. In most states, you must be 18 over, like I just stated, but in other states, they allow 17-year-olds the right to participate in primary elections and causes, but only if they'll reach 18 on or before the election that takes place. In almost all states, you must register by mail to vote. So I got the form. I'm going to pass it out to everyone. This just states where you can go to vote, the process in which you take to vote. I have different listings and requirements. They're all listed